Hello everyone, my name is Derek DeNicola. I am a screenwriter and producer here in Los Angeles, California, working out of North Hollywood today. And today I should be writing, but I am not. I want to talk to you guys about something not just screenwriting related, but just writing related in general. I kind of want to talk to you about the importance of what it means to work theme first. Usually when you are motivated to write, it's because you have a feeling that you want to communicate, something that wells up inside you. And wouldn't it be great if, and sometimes it'll be based around one idea. And I could just remember one time whenever I was in middle school and brainstorming an idea for a story that I thought was totally original. Spoiler alert, it is not. I remember thinking, oh, you know what I want to do? I want to have a story where the protagonist dies. Every story I'm seeing in my, 10 years on Earth or whatever it was, I was like, they always make it out alive. Wouldn't it be a really great story if the protagonist dies? And I just want to feel that kind of heartache, that kind of tragedy that maybe I'm feeling mirrors my angsty teenage years. And then that's it. And then you have a story where you want to write from a feeling. Normally, that's journaling, right? You write until you get that feeling out. And then it's over. You close it, your journal, and then you go back to your work. Whenever you're trying to write a screenplay or novel and you decide that you want to write a feeling, you will probably get about 20 pages in before that feeling starts to wear off and you realize you have nowhere to go. And that is because you did not outline, create a story, develop character, create a relationship, or even have a really, really deep discussion about why you are the one to tell the story, how your audience wants to feel about the story whenever you walk away. And so there are different approaches to crafting your outline and where to begin writing. Me, I like to come up with an idea and then I like to do a lot of pre-writing. I like to do a bunch of research and outline and come up with every single beat. And at some point you can get hung up in that and you do have to start writing because your outline will change. Other times people think in reverse. I did try to write theme first as a writing experiment. It was very, very hard for me, but I did learn a lot. And writing theme first, the way that I approached that was I would journal about things that meant something to me. I would auto-write. I would just keep journaling until I felt emotional resonance with a common theme. And let's say in one case, it's grief. One thing that I could resonate with emotionally was the potential loss of the people that I love the most. Okay, so now I know I want to write a story about loss, but now I have to generate a character who is going to lose or has lost something. And then I have to develop tertiary characters based around that protagonist that is going to be dealing with grief, and they need to be different reflections of what grief means to them. I need to develop an antagonist. What is the internal conflict of my protagonist, and how do I externalize it and turn it into an obstacle for them to overcome? When you start to work theme first and you don't have an outline, you'll end up finding that you'll be writing a lot of scenes that don't have connective tissue. And if you end up writing from your heartstrings, you're going to inevitably end up getting lost without at least some semblance of structure. It's going to feel like you're not writing a story, but you're writing an epic journal entry. And if things are meandering, if they don't connect, if they don't call back to something, if they're not thematic throughout, for instance, character traits, or even the locations that you choose to put people in. For instance, if your character is dealing with grief, you could lean into your first cliche inclination, which would be mine, set them in a funeral home. How does a funeral director deal with grief day in and day out? Are they numb to it? Are they experts at it? Can they help people through their own grief, but not their own? Is a really great way to look at something like that. So, with that being said, just know that even if you want to write from an emotional place to get it out, I highly encourage you to do that. If you feel something, write something. I think the truth of writing something about how you feel in the moment is very important. But ultimately, just know that you will have to look at your heart, your baby, the emotion that you're trying to write. And if you ever want to make it tangible in a way that other people can connect to it, know that you will have to go through the motions. How does it start? What happens in the middle? How does it end? Who is speaking? Who am I speaking for? Who is my protagonist? Who is my antagonist? What is the conflict? What do they want? What do they need? And what do they get in the end? And so that's just my little rant about writing theme first. I think it's different for everybody. I think everybody has a different style. Me, I'm a little bit more outside in, a little bit more structure first. But, the con of that is having to find emotional truth in an idea as opposed to starting with it. So take what you will from that. I hope it helps you. And just remember that if you're not, you should get to writing. And my name is Derek DeNicola. I am a screenwriter and producer working out of Los Angeles, California. And I really hope you enjoyed my little ramblings on writing from theme. And be sure to like, subscribe, follow my Twitch live streams, thinking that they're probably going to be every Tuesday if I can make that happen. And I look forward to hearing your thoughts.